Hi everybody, haven't had much time lately to do YouTube videos, but I've got something of interest here, I think, and that is a marine band, but on a polycarbonate cone. And I suppose this is about as far as you can go in getting a harmonica that'll last you a lifetime, as long as you can change reeds when they break. That cone's never going to swell, it ain't going to break, and it ain't going to leak. There's a bit of a story with these. I was given a box of over 50 harmonicas, mostly C and D key, by an old friend of mine who I do harps for, John O'Leary, and he said, I'm never going to use these, I'm never going to fix them. He said, fix me up a couple of harps, you can have these. And the thought of sealing off 50 wooden cones was daunting, to say the least. So I thought I'll have a go at cutting a cone. And after cutting a couple out, the thought of varnishing and sealing off the wooden ones doesn't seem quite so bad. But the end result of all that time and effort is a really it's the most airtight marine band I've ever played. It's all bolted together. You can just about see, I think, there's 3 bolts across the back. There's a bolt through tine 3 and 7. 4 screws on the end, 2 either end. And it is a nice harmonica. Now, I do believe you can buy an acrylic comb from Harp online at about €18. I suppose I've got the postage in that, 18-20 quid. But if you've got marine bands and the combs are broken or they're so distorted you can't get them flat, this might be a way to go. It took ages to cut the comb, I have to say. It's a real pain in the proverbial, and you cut the comb and think, God, that looks untidy, etc. But as long as you've got reed clearance, it's amazing how well it plays. It's a nice harp. My favourite C harp up to this, believe it or not, was a blues harp that I've worked the comb and put extra bolts in and scapped it and embossed it and God knows what. And it's a very nice harp, even though it's an MS. But I think this one might well take its place. Now, I've got a marine band on a wooden comb. God, this must be one of the first harps I ever did, looking at the type of ceiling on it. This one, the covers they've been opened. You can see the covers are pretty crushed on this. I didn't want to bend them about too much, but it'll give you an idea of I think there is a difference in the sound. That to me is just slightly brighter. Whether it'll come across on the mic on the computer, I don't know. But is it? Ain't it? I don't know. Don't know. Let's compare it to a Special 20. I like these. Actually, this plays a bit better. I mean, this has been worked and it's not been it was set up when I first did it, but it sounds like it wants a bit of work on it again. If you've got the time to spend, you've got a marine band that the comb's no good on. I mean, I've had them come in, they're like bloody alligator teeth coming out the top. you make yourself a nice harmonica, and when you look at the price of like the crossover, like 40, 45 quid, you can make yourself one of these, go down to the plastic supply, get some polycarbonate, but like I say, 4 or 5 hours to cut that out by the time you've worked it and drilled it and everything. So if there's anybody in the London area who's got a laser or a water jet cutter where you can put it all in on computer and do it, I'll be very pleased to hear from you. But I like this. I like this. It was worth the time and effort I spent on it. I mean, I first started getting into doing harps because I couldn't afford to keep buying new ones, keep buying reeds out all the time, and it becomes a very expensive, well, no more expensive I suppose than changing guitar strings, but I couldn't afford to keep buying new harps, and it just seemed a waste throwing harmonicas away all the time. Just stick them in a drawer and just left there. But let's put this on an amp. Don't touch the pot. Go on to the wooden one. This is a bit brighter, a bit more gritty maybe, but had to change a couple of reeds in it. The plates were in very good condition. The cover plates were in very good condition, and so I've got about 50 of these. I think I might do some and put them up on eBay because I'm never going to use. I think there's 25 C's and 20 odd D's there. I'm never going to use all them. But that's what you can do if you've got the time. Don't watch the telly, work on your harps. The polycarbonate is about 10 quid a square foot, something like that. And it's not the easiest stuff to work on, but it's not the hardest. But it has got tremendous strength. When you're on these long slot, this is a C, so it's a long slot, and that number 1 hole comes down so close to the back, you've got about an 1/8 of an inch, and you could snap. If you've got a wooden toe, you could very easily snap that if you've got the half part and working on it. But this polycarbonate is incredibly strong. You can use ordinary acrylic, but where I got the stuff, I had a chat with the guy, and he said we've got to work on it. You've got to be fine between the teeth and things like that. You want something where you're not going to snap them, so that's why I went for the polycarbonate. As I say, it's a nice harp. I think it's the nicest C I've got at the moment, and it's got plenty of volume, acoustic. Whoa, dog's on the lead. This is my homemade mic. I'm going to put another go with a 6.3 chassis socket in there and save having this 3.5 and a converter, but another time. Anyway, there you go. I'm rambling now. Something else for you to do if you've got nothing to do. Pain in the neck, it takes forever, but you do get a nice harp out of it at the end of it. Be good, Joel.